On the coronavirus pandemic, the Coyote Ridge Correction Center in central Washington now has 46 cases of the virus. That includes 10 staff members and 36 inmates. The facility is upping social distancing and hygiene protocols.
Federal health officials announced race, age, and gender data will be required with coronavirus testing starting in August. The U.S. government has faced criticism over the pandemic's demographic disparities. Hospitals across the country are opening back up for elective procedures, and now patients are dealing with nerves and surgeons with a backlog of surgeries. Some have only become more urgent during the coronavirus lockdown. Sarah Dolph reports.
Almost as soon as Illinois gave the green light for elective procedures to resume, Rosemary Groh was checking into Northwestern Memorial Hospital to have a heart valve repaired.
I had no reservations at all about it because I was miserable.
She, like patients at many hospitals, underwent new screenings, including coronavirus testing before procedures, temperature checks, and restrictions or bans on visitors.
We had to figure out a way to move forward in a safe way, because the longer that we waited, the more urgent situations with individuals with heart conditions was going to get.
Interventional cardiologist Dr. James Flaherty and his colleagues are using a tiered system to prioritize a backlog of patients. The wait has increased the urgency of some cases, like Beverly Leonard's.
When I couldn't walk from the front of the house to the bedroom to the back of the house without, kind of stopping to kind of catch my breath, it was, what are you going to do?
Rapidly declining, she underwent a heart valve replacement just before the elective procedure start date. Both she, a retired nurse, and Rosemary Groh were impressed with the new safety measures.
I just wish that experience on every single patient that has to have this procedure.
Every precaution was taken, every single one.
A path back to the OR and a new normal in hospitals. Sarah Dolph, NBC News.
Washington officials say they've recovered millions in stolen unemployment benefits taken by criminals who used stolen identities to file claims during the pandemic. So far, the state has recovered $333 million stolen. Employment Security Department officials still working to determine the final amount paid out to fraudsters. They believe it was between, get this, $550 to $650 million. It's incredible, Mimi.
The Seattle Opera is officially canceling its first opera of the 2020-2021 season because of the pandemic. The cancellation means more than 220 artists, crews, and musicians will be out of a job. The company has also furloughed about 55% of administrative staff. The opera's general director called the decision a deeply painful moment. This is the first major cancellation of a show. Ticket holders will be contacted. It is movie night in Kitsap County. Now that they've moved to Phase 2, Bremerton's Rodeo Drive-In will reopen tonight. There will be a few changes to the rules, though. Customers are only allowed to leave their vehicles to go to the snack bar. They expect the rules will become more relaxed in the coming weeks, but for now, the drive-in asks that pets stay home, and anyone violating the social distancing rules will be asked to leave. 3 double features will fill the bill tonight through Tuesday: Shrek and Trolls World Tour, Hook and Jumanji: The Next Level, and for the adults, The Invisible Man and The Wretched. The Rodeo Drive-In encourages everyone to purchase tickets online, but they will have a standby line for those looking to buy tickets at the box office.
I swear this is my 8-year-old is choosing these movies. These are awesome. I want to see every single one of these. It's good. I would love to see a resurgence in drive-in movies. That would be so fun. So the All-In Washington concert for COVID-19 relief we've been telling you about, it has now been rescheduled. We're going to air the concert on King and Kong on Wednesday, June 24th now. Event organizers said in a statement, quote, "We recognize the pain and injustice the Black and African community is facing once again and the need to honor the ongoing marches, protests, and organizing. We also want to give space for our community to focus on what matters most at this moment, acknowledging and addressing systemic racism and the violence that dehumanizes Black people and families, and taking steps to build a new reality." So the virtual concert will bring together some of the biggest names in local entertainment to raise money for coronavirus relief in Washington state. That includes Pearl Jam, Dave Matthews, Brandy Carlisle, Sierra Macklemore, many others. We are proud to broadcast it exclusively live here on King 5 and on Kong. So again, the concert now rescheduled to June 24th at 7 p.m.